Hello, teacher, and read chapter 9, Sylvia History. Sylvia History.
Chapter 9. Sylvia
That's
History.
it.
Toby and Mohammed drove quickly across town to the burning bus. The air
Mhm.
smelled of smoke and death. They saw bodies under sheets. The windows in King's car were broken, and a doctor was helping him. Mohammed was sitting on the sidewalk, and Doug walked toward him. There was no sign of Doug. Sylvia and the doctor were helping a small child. His mother lay unmoving on the ground. As Sylvia looked up, Tobin saw blood on her face and arms. She saw him, then turned back to the child. An hour later, Tobin took Sylvia home. For a long time, she was silent. Then she spoke. When I was a child, I drove on the school bus, carried a gun. It scared me. That was 16,000 kilometers away. Now, she shook her head. Tobin stopped the car outside her apartment, and they both got out. Sylvia turned to him. Thanks for bringing me home, she said. She opened the door to a building. Why were you on the bus? Tobin asked. Can we talk later? Sylvia said. No, Tobin replied angrily. I lost a man today. He was very young, only a kid. We're going to talk now.
Now, Tobin and I drove quickly across the town to the boarding bus. He turned in suddenly a smoke and hit somebody under the street. On the windows, King's car were broken and the doctor was helping him. Mohammed was standing on the sidewalk on the downs working him. There's nothing on though. Sylvia and doctor were helping as marching his mother lay unmoving on the ground as Sylvia looked on the Tobin and slow blood. On her face and ours, they showed him the orange back to the child. An hour later, Tobin took Sylvia home. For a long time, they were silent, and then they spoke. When I was child, the drive on the school bus carrying us in carrying me was at 16,000 kilometers away now. The shock were held. Tobin stopping the car out to her apartment and they both got out. Celia turned to him. Thank for bringing me home, my home. So he said. She stopped in the door on the building. She was on the bus, stopping us. Called when we talked later. Celia said, "No, Tommy replied angrily. I lost a man today. I was every thought only a kid. We're going to talk now."
Sylvia tried to close the door, but he stopped her. He followed her upstairs into her apartment. How do you know Kuman? He asked. I don't, Sylvia protested. I met him before. You're lying to me again. I'm not lying. I wanted him to help me. With what? Sylvia shook her head. I can't tell you. Someone will get hurt. Why did you leave Africa? Tobin shouted. I told you. Why did you come here? Stop shouting at me, Sylvia said. Stop lying to me, Tobin said. I was on a bus that was destroyed. I can't think while you're shouting. She sat down and put her head in her hands. Tobin took 2 pieces of paper from his jacket pocket and put them in front of Sylvia. There was a list of names on the first piece of paper. The names of people in an African rebel group called the AFP. The second piece of paper was a photo that showed Sylvia with a young white man. They were walking down a road in Africa with a number of black rebels, and they were all carrying rifles. Suddenly, the room was very quiet.
Quiet. Sylvia tried to close the door, but they stopped in here. He followed her and they stayed on the apartment now in the year now Cremant. He asked, I don't Sylvia protested, I never been him before. You're leaving it again. I don't leaving. I want him to help. With that, Sylvia shocked and I called to you someone with her. Why did you leave Africa to be shot? I told you. Why did you come here? I stopped shooting at me, Sylvia said. Stop lying to me, Tobin said. I was on bus that I destroyed I candies while and you shooting and say she's down on the boat and head in the hands. Tobin took the piece of paper from the jacket pocket and put on the front. Sylvia. There was lesson and names on the first piece of paper, the names of people in the African Rebel Group called AFP. The second piece of paper was a photo in the show where Sylvia when a young white man. They were walking to Europe in Africa with a number of black rebels and they were carrying rifles. Suddenly the room was very quiet.
Sylvia said slowly. Yes, it is.
It is. Yes, it is.
Isn't me now. She stopped for a minute and experiment continued. Thousands of people died in Matobo. First we protested peacefully, and then we used rifles. We wanted people to listen, just listen. I killed a boy. He tried to kill me, so I shot him in the head. Then I gave that rifle. She pointed to the photo. To my brother. I can't do this, I know. But my brother didn't listen. So when he's still here, he said, our parents are dead, and he's alive. You can't stop. He never spoke to me again.
That is timing, Sylvia said dumbly. Yes, it is. It is now stopping at 4 minutes, and they continued. Thousands of people died in Matabo. First we protest peaceable, and then we used a rifle. We wanted people to listen. To listen, I killed a boy. I tried to kill me as I shot in the head. Then I heard that rifle is pointing to the photo. To my brother, I can't do this. I told him, but my brother didn't listen. So Winnie, stay here. He said our parents on the hill of you can stop. He never spoke to me again.
I watched him. He doesn't listen to me. I send him notebooks. I hope he gets them. He doesn't want to know me. I lied to you, Sylvia continued, because I was afraid. I don't know if my brother is part of this plan. It's possible that he's trying to kill Zumani. I don't know. I lied to everyone to get a job here. The UN can change Manitoba. Words are slower and quieter than guns, but they're the only way to stop the killing. Cohen looked at the photo of young Sylvia carrying her rifle, and then he looked at the woman next to him. He went into the bathroom and found a washcloth. When he came back, he sat next to her. He carefully washed the blood from her face. She touched his hand and looked into his eyes. Slowly, she put her head on his shoulder. Cohen didn't move for a long time. Then he put his arms around her. He watched her fall asleep. In the Mattoban government offices on the other side of town, Ludd was watching the news on television. A reporter was talking about the bomb on the bus. There were two other men in the room. The ambassador's assistant, Matu, and the well-dressed African, Jean Gamba. The interpreter was on the bus, Gamba said. She was talking to Kuman. Is she? Ludd asked. She got off the bus before the bomb. What were they talking about? Ludd asked. I don't know, Gamba replied. What did Kuman tell her? Ludd asked softly.
Softly. Tumakai, I write to the him to the doesn't write to me. I sent him notebook. I have the head then the doesn't want to know me. I let you Sylvia continue because I afraid I don't know. I'm a body I found this plan I possibly that I had training the girls so why I don't know. I let everyone to the head I go here to you and change me my table. Wars I slobber I quit for the guns but they only want to stop killing talking looking at the photo and John Celia carrying her rib and locked on the woman next to him. We went into the bathroom and Fred Wardlow was came back to the sat next to her. He carefully was on the floor from the face and touched his hand and looked into the eyes. Lobby put her hand slower. Tommy did move and looked time did putting the arms around her to watch his fall asleep and the Matabon governor of the other side of town. Below are watching the news on television. A report was talking about the bomb on the bus where of other men in the room on the Amazon accents. Matthew in the world dresses Africa. Jane Gamba was enterprise and of the bus. Gamba said she was talking to Kuman. It's the look asked. She got in the bus before the bombs. Where they talking about? The look asked. I don't know. Gamba repeat. What do you Kuman at her? Luke asked softly. And thank you, teacher, and listening to my explication, my read of the chapter, right? And bye, and the next chapter 10. Bye.